What's going on, Dark Magical community, and welcome back to the channel. So, it finally happened. We got the Forbidden and Limited List card update, effective from October 3rd, 2022. Now, I'm basically just making this video very quickly, so it's probably not going to be edited, so I apologize in advance for any kind of mistakes that we might incur along the way. But before we get started on today's ban list video, as always, please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. It just really motivates me to keep going, make more content for you guys, more Edison content, more deck profiles, things of that nature, and it really means a lot to me when you guys do that for me. So, now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and jump into this Forbidden and Limited List update. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go over the Forbidden cards first here. So going back to banned, we have Fairy Tale Snow, Good Riddance. I don't think this card ever should have gotten unbanned to begin with. So not much to say on Fairy Tale Snow. Rodin Totem is a card that I have felt like for a very long time could be on the chopping block ever since the days of like Frog FTK, being able to special summon back Rodin Totem essentially infinite times from graveyard. Now, especially with the way the game has, with the direction the game has went in the past few years, definitely is a good idea to go ahead and get that out of the way. One thing that I'm very happy about, goodbye, Crystron Halqifibrax. Good riddance, never want you back. This card, in my opinion, single-handedly almost ruined the game. Everybody was just looking for ways to make Halqifibrax, even to the point where they would just normal summon hand traps to make Halqifibrax, and I hated it. I'm a very big advocate with Yu-Gi-Oh! That I don't like 25 engines in a deck, just because they somehow get you to Halqifibrax. So I'm glad this card's gone. Chaos Ruler, the Chaotic Magical Dragon. Once again, this card really needed to go. Now I feel like people can stop just cramming in punk cards into every single deck just to make this guy and make Halqifibrax. Then one red reboot is now gone. This seems random to me. I know people kind of hate this card. I didn't really care too much for this card because it was at 1. I felt like it was kind of unreliable anyway. I guess today trap decks can rejoice though. So that is everything that has gotten banned. Let's see. Now, limited. We have Blackwing Steam the Cloak. Probably a given considering Halqifibrax is gone. Don't really know what all this card can really do. This is also probably to further support the upcoming Blackwing support out of Darkwing Blast. We have Cyberjar going to 1. In my opinion, this card could have just went directly to 3. This card probably could have went directly to 3 several years ago. It's a flip effect. It's rarely ever going to get flipped, and when it does, it's not really a big deal in the modern game anymore. Decks can summon 4 to 5 monsters just through their own engine. They don't have to rely on a flip effect Cyberjar. So I think this card will go to 2, then go to 3, on our next ban lists. We have Mecha Phantom Beast O-Lion. Once again, no Halqifibrax. Mecha Phantom Beast players can rejoice today. They got their O-Lion back. Maybe they can start getting back some support. Not much to say on that. Substitute was one that kind of surprises me. But, because when I initially saw this list, I saw the limited section first. And I was like, Substitute. And my mind immediately went to, is there a way to replicate Frog FTK? And then I saw Rodin Totem was banned. So this card's fine. This card really is just a rejoice for Edison players because this basically means this card's going to get a reprint soon. And if you're wanting to play at sanctioned Edison format events, you're going to need English copies of this card. And right now they are about $20 for a rare. So good deal here. Spellbook of Judgment coming back to 1. I actually did call this one a while back when it came back in the OCG. I said this card wouldn't do anything. Basically, what I've said about Spellbook of Judgment is sweet. In phase, I get to search 10 spellbooks that are all hard once per turns. Can't do anything on my opponent's turn with them. And they're just going to kill me through my 1 blue boy and my 1 set faith anyway. So this card's completely fine. I'd be very shocked. I'll eat my words if this card actually does something in the TCG, but I don't see it happening. And the last card is Opponent of the Red Lotus going to 1. Sometimes cards I feel like that give you knowledge of your opponent's entire hand and let you pick apart their hand probably should end up getting hit. Most of the other ones like Forceful Sentry, Confiscation, Trap Dust Shoot, things of that nature. Even in Edison format, getting hit with Trap Dust Shoot is just so impactful. But definitely could see this card being put to 1, maybe eventually just going to ban. So that's the limited section. Alright, unlimited. We have Dynamite Knight, the True Draco Fighter. I thought this card was already at 3. I don't even know. It must have been at 2 or at 1. I don't really think it makes a big difference. Still don't have Masterpiece. Cyber Angel Ben 10. Rejoice for Drytron players, so congrats to you guys. Shooting Riser Dragon. Fusion Destiny to 3. I actually did call this one a while back myself. I said Fusion Destiny can go to 3. No one's going to play, DPE splashable without Verte Anaconda. I'm going to make a video on why I have essentially quit Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! To play only Edison format. But I do still have Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Heroes, so this is nice getting a 3rd Fusion Destiny. It's about all that it's really going to do is just a small buff to Heroes. Nadir Servant going to 3. I don't really feel like there's a huge difference between 2 and 3. But if you like Invoked decks, Invoked Dogmatica, good for you. You have 3 Nadir. 3 Trickstar Light Stage. I'm pretty sure this puts Trickstar back on full power. I don't think anything else in their archetype is hit, so... Light Stage going to 3. It's also like a small engine for Sprite. I saw some people playing Light Stage and Lily Bell, so that's kind of cool. And then we also have Wall of Revealing Light going to 3, probably a lot longer after than it really needed to be. So that is the updated Limited and Forbidden list, which will take effect on October 3rd. What do you guys think? Personally, I think this list is very underwhelming. And mainly because if you go back to Forbidden, they actually messed up. There's not Mystic Mine on the Forbidden list, even though it's at 3 in every deck. And we'll save that for another time, but essentially, I hate how that card keeps dodging Konami's radar. That card, I'll tell you a very quick story. This year's Nationals in Chicago, I would try to go up to the top tables and watch the pro players play. And essentially, I wanted to go try to learn and to see, how they play cards, how they interact, stuff like that. And it was essentially everyone trying just to deck each other out with Mystic Mine. And I said, okay, well, just forget this. And I thought this ban list might actually fix that issue, but apparently it doesn't. So it looks like I'm going to be sticking with Edison format for the foreseeable future. But let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this Limited Forbidden list. And yeah, so we'll see you guys later. This is Mike from Dark Magical Gaming signing out. Until the next one, take care, everybody.